all white. In terms of the shirts and shorts, the blue socks. Estonia in their home colours. Our referee is from the Netherlands, an Eredivisie official since 2010. He's really experienced third Argus of Buick. The two goalkeepers, the skippers, Karl Hein, who's on loan at Werder Bremen from Arsenal, and Manchester City's Gianluigi Donnarumma. Gennaro Gattuso hopes this side will preserve his 100% start as Italy coach. 3 changes from last month's win over Israel. Politano is injured. Mancini and Locatelli move to the bench. In come Calafiori, Orsolini, and Giacomo Raspadori, who scored as a sub in the reverse fixture. A 5-0 win for Italy. Among those on the bench, the uncapped Roberto Piccoli, who's been called up for the first time by Italy. Boys Canners look great up front of late for Italy with this man, Matteo Retegui. So much quality in that Italy side, despite the win for Norway over Israel earlier. Too much room for error for Italy. Estonia with little to lose. Certainly much of the pressure here belongs to the Azzurri. So off we go then in Tallinn. Last month's 5-0 loss to Italy, a source of Estonian motivation perhaps tonight for the Azzurri. As we backened away after that false start. Yeah, for the Azzurri perhaps there is still a fear of failure, pressure on every game. How well placed for a top 2 finish, but that can change quickly, as we know, in football. Early involvement here for Arsenal's Calafiori. Bastoni. Along Orsolini by Salista. On that right-hand side with Politano out injured. Retegui being watched closely. A brace in the reverse fixture. Barella. Calafiori. Di Marco. What an incredible game Italy played out against Israel last month, a 5-4 win. Looking to get on the front foot early here. Retegui couldn't quite get to that. Or Orsolini. Estonia's last match, a friendly, a goalless draw against Andorra, who are ranked 174th in the world. Estonia ranked 129th. Di Lorenzo to go long here. Led by Kusk. Sama. Said that he and his coaching staff and the players would not be watching the Norway-Israel game, which kicked off with much earlier than this game. Has concluded now that he wanted everyone's full concentration on this match. Just another convincing victory though for Norway, a Haaland hat-trick. Orsolini. Barella. Lovely ball to Di Marco. Calafiori. Promising start this from Italy. Spadori's effort. Gathered in by Carl Hayes, who was outstanding in the reverse fixture. 5-0 defeat. Not often you would say that. The goalkeeper was that good in such a heavy loss, but it could have been a lot more were it not for the Werder Bremen goalkeeper that evening. Pulled off 8 saves in that match. Tonali. Several of these Italy starters have had great starts to the season for their club side. Tonali very much amongst that. Here's Moise Kean looking at threats and scoring. Inside 4 minutes. Didn't take them long, did it? A precise finish from Moise Kean to give Gattuso's side the early lead. He's taken that brilliantly. Di Marco with the assist, but just look how he made the room for the shot. That really is quality centre-forward play by the Fiorentina striker. Couple against Israel in his last international, and there is one against Estonia. Brilliant from Moise Kean. Ironic actually, as I was just talking about players who've had good starts to their club seasons, you perhaps wouldn't have put Moise Kean in that group, and he scored the 1 league goal for Fiorentina this season, but Italy is flying really, and the understanding as well that he has with Retegui is very much working out for Gattuso. Nightmare start for Jürgen Henn. Said yesterday that his side couldn't be naive but must be brave tonight. Another assist for Marco. He's got the joint most assists in Serie A so far this season. In fact, to look this up, he's top in that league right now for key passes per game, crosses completed, chances created, and big opportunities created. There's an assist already tonight for the national side. Barella, such an energy and a verve here about the Azzurri. Di Marco. Bastoni. Estonia are conceding on average more than 2.5 goals per game in this qualification phase. 13 conceded in their first 5 games. Carl Hayes beaten inside the first 4 minutes here. Tonali. Calafiori, excelling at left back for Arsenal in the Premier League. Bastoni. Just away from Moiscan, but Italy have it back again with Orsolini. Will be Italy's first corner. Struggling a bit here, the goal scorer. Really concerning reaction from Moiscan. Have the young Inter centre forward Pio Esposito, Gattuso on the bench required. Let's hope that Moiscan is going to be okay here. Esposito to warm up, just the one cap for him so far. Perfect response really from Moiscan to his coach Gattuso, with the kindest way really. I think he really rates him, said recently that the player has to give more. There can be no alibis. He needs to be a reference point for teammates. Really trying to get extra out of Moiscan, and he responds almost immediately with a goal in this game. Just going to carry on taking a look at the centre forward. So down to 10 for a moment here, Italy. Played short to Raspadori. Be another corner. Ball in there towards Barello, who really scuffed the shot. And he was picked out beautifully in the box there. Taken by Orsolini. Good pick out by the Bologna white man. Italy dominating here. Tonali to take the corner. Moiscan back on, but not moving freely at all. Headed clear by Krusk. Estonia rather penned in here. Clearly feels as though it's something that he's going to be able to eventually run off, trying to walk it off at the moment, Moiscan. And it comes to Di Marco. And now there's a potential for a counter-attack, which is swiftly halted in its tracks. Yellow card. No doubt Barella was expecting. He certainly wasn't going to let that counter-attack go any further, was he? Matthias Kite, unceremoniously brought down there by the Inter midfielder. Italy were 5-0 winners when the sides met last month. It's easy to forget that it was still goalless at half-time. In fact, it took them almost an hour to get their first goal that night. Italy, for just 4 minutes this evening. Played well in was a defeat here to Norway, Jürgen Hen's Estonia. He said that their aim tonight was to play with the same spirit that they showed in that 1-0 loss. Wanted them to be organised, determined and unafraid was the way that he put it yesterday. The first 14 minutes here belonged almost entirely really to Italy. Here, Lewis Camp, which is not just a worry for Gattuso, but also for his club coach Stefano Pioli, who returned to the Artemio Franchi over the summer and has had a pretty wretched start. And next game is against high-flying Milan at San Siro. They'll be hoping that this injury isn't one that's going to keep his centre forward, star man, out for any length of time. Such a shame after he'd made such a bright start to this game. We are going to be seeing Esposito come on to replace him. It's only his second appearance for his country. The young inter-striker, a player who big things are expected of in the fullness of time, still such early days, and he turned 20 in June. Scored his first Serie A goal in the 2-0 win over Cagliari last month. Esposito, who's benefited greatly from a couple of seasons out on loan in the second tier with Spezia in Italy. It had been thought over the summer that he could be loaned out again, this time perhaps to a Serie A side, but Keegan was keen to keep him involved with the Inter first team squad. It's Sama. Raspadori. Di Lorenzo. The only outfield player with more caps in this current squad than Di Lorenzo. Just drifting into midfield, the Napoli captain. Bastoni. Luka Modric, the only Serie A midfielder averaging more passes per game this season than Barella. So much of Inter's play goes through him. How good has it been to see a legend like Luka Modric playing in Serie A? There is his quality and history, playing regularly at such an iconic stadium as San Siro. Just seems like a match made in heaven, doesn't it? Bastoni. Di Marco. Esposito, Retegui. And we've seen those two linking up. Retegui, the top scorer in Serie A last season before he's moved to the Middle East over the summer. Three goals in 4 league games already in the Saudi Pro League for Retegui. Di Lorenzo with the header. Salista was initially first to it until he quickly had it back. Bastoni, Calafiori. Interesting that they're lining up with that 3 at the back. Calafiori on the left, Bastoni in the middle, and this man, Di Lorenzo, on the right. Gattuso much prefers a back 4, but he had said ahead of this that he would put his ego, as he put it, to one side if he felt that a change in formation, depending on the opposition, would be beneficial. Esposito by Orsolini. Thing I think about Gattuso is his versatility in terms of systems or formations used. A coach who's totally wedded to one particular way of doing things. Can't argue with the start really that he's made with Italy. How the players have talked about how they felt before Gattuso came in. They seemed collectively on a low ebb, certainly changing that. Good touch by Esposito, Barella, Di Marco, Raspadori wants it and gets it. Esposito almost got to it. This is Orsolini, and it will be a corner. Nice Italy move. For the head of Esposito. Tonali to take it. The out-swinging delivery. And Di Marco hit one, that was travelling. Estonia looking for a way out. Italy rather relentless. Tonali with the ball in there. Cleared by Salista this time. Touch behind for another Italy corner by Karl Haynes. Looks like it's going to be another busy night for the Estonia goalkeeper. Not too happy with some pushing and shoving going on. Shane and Esposito involved. Orsolini of Bologna to take the corner. Raspadori. In Spain now with Atletico. Raspadori after while with Napoli, he won 2 league titles. Tonali to take this time. By Shane. Fury. Always a good effect there. Tonali. but thought about coming for that. Shane got it away, but it's just coming straight back at Estonia at the moment, really having any time in possession. Winners of the World Cup, but fearful as a nation of missing what would be a third finals in a row. Almost unthinkable, that really, isn't it? Of course, this qualification campaign began with that 3-0 loss to Norway in Oslo. They do seem back on track now. Big game to come on Tuesday, home against Israel. The nearest challengers for that runners-up spot. You can really see how Gattuso has inspired these players. Some of them have talked about it. Some even idolised him as a kid. Tonali was saying the other day that he had a mug with photos of Gattuso on it when he was a kid, used it for breakfast every day for 4 to 5 years, until he said one day it smashed and he had to glue it back together piece by piece, and would you believe he still got it? Often associate Tonali with Pirlo, but Gattuso was more of an inspiration to him. Sama. Oh, that's a good ball in, and it's caused all sorts of problems, and it came off Shane, who I don't think knew a great deal about that. Couldn't quite react quickly enough to divert it towards goal. It almost bounced off him. And that's a warning for Gattuso's side. First truly significant attack we've seen from the home side. Sama's ball over. I think it took a deflection on its way through. Giving them encouragement here. Sama. Numbers getting forward. Clearly they'll have watched back the Israel game. The Italy-Israel game. Estonia, and they will have seen that this, despite it's an improving Italy side scoring lots of goals, you can get at them. Di Marco intercepted by Peitson. Well, that was a really good ball. It just hadn't been anticipated. Barella. Just needed that period there, Estonia, just to remind Italy that they are in a game. Barella. Fired wide by Retegui to Di Marco. Over towards Barella. Retegui goes down. And the referee comes across here, Guzebuik. They are checking this for a potential penalty. Didn't seem too much in it, I have to say, on foot. Well, he does catch him, doesn't he? Kusk with the challenge. The yellow card here for Kusk, who's told to go away by Serdar Guzebuik. They're still checking as to whether this will be given, but Retegi ready to take it. Up against Karl Hein. Retegi to make it 2. Quite in the corner, was it, from Retegi? That helps out the goalkeeper. Fingertips and then onto the post. Retegi denied, and it remains 1-0. The player who won the penalty, then unable to successfully convert it. Half an hour gone in Tallinn. Tonali with the corner. Bastoni. Barella. Barella, one of 4 interplayers on the pitch right now for Italy. Of Newcastle, one of the Italy players who's remarked on the intensity of the training under Gattuso. Says it's at such a high level, the intensity, it almost feels like a match. Talked about the level of focus and concentration being high in training as well. Despite being a goal up, Italy did have that scare with Shane putting a ball narrowly wide. It should really be 2-0 up. Retegi failing to convert from the spot. Tonali. Retegi. Di Marco. save to make. Hailed already as incredible by his new club manager, Pep Guardiola. Remarking on Donnarumma's composure, presence. So said how he takes the pressure off Manchester City's defenders by claiming crosses. Champions League winner with Paris Saint-Germain last season, but replaced in goal by Lucas Chevalier, brought in from Lille. Orsolini. Marco. Foul here on Raspadori. In a good position here for Italy as we head towards the final 10 minutes. Esposito is the player brought down. Some instruction coming from the touchline as to who is to take this, with both Tonali and Orsolini wanting to. He was brilliant in the reverse fixture despite being on the losing side, Karl Hayne, and has already produced a fine save to keep the score at 1-0. Might be called into action again here. Taken by Tonali. Calafiori once more up from the back, and that was well wide from the Arsenal defender. Lorenzo. Bastoni. Averages 73 passes per game in Serie A this season, Bastoni. That's more than any other player in the league. Which would normally play on the left of a back three for his club side, with DiMarco directly to his left. Slightly different role in this Italy side tonight. Calafiori in the position he would normally be in for his club. DiMarco. Very much used to that left wing back role, DiMarco. Calafiori. Raspadori. Calafiori with the cross. DiMarco. Going to come here to Orsolini. Retegui! Well, having failed to convert the penalty, now Retegui does have his goal. And Italy have a 2-goal cushion. What great form he's in with his country, Retegui. Was clinical there. Italy's number 9. Di Marco with the initial ball over, and it's great play by Orsolini. Really good presence of mind to pick out Retegui. And you'd have to say that on the balance of play, Italy deserve that 2-goal cushion that they have. There's still a VAR check going on here for a potential offside leading up to the goal. Still being explained here to Barella and the Estonian captain Karl Hein. Rob Dieperink is the VAR official this evening. And the goal has been given. Orsolini. 5 minutes of the first half remaining. Italy getting forward in numbers. Tonali caught there. The yellow card shown for Palomet. It was a poor challenge, that, wasn't it? Really took the legs of Tonali. Nowhere near the ball, is he? Maybe it's the momentum's carried him through from looking to give him the benefit of the doubt. It's good to see Tonali back to his feet quickly. Here of relief to both Italy and Newcastle supporters there. It's been excellent for Newcastle again this season. Raspadori sizing up his options. They had a third from a set piece here. Raspadori's ball over. Orsolini. Quite a bit in this first half, the confidence, the expression, the personality with which Italy is suddenly playing with under Gattuso. He's a coach with a mixed record, well travelled as a coach as well, to what was a glittering playing career, most notably with Milan. The early signs as a national team head coach in Italy looking very good. Retegui. Gattuso's managed 9 different club sides across 6 different countries. First head coach role in Switzerland at Sion in 2013. Cleared by Shane. Giving chase, but he's had virtually no service whatsoever in this first half, the centre forward. Bastoni. Tonali. Di Lorenzo. Tonali. Usk got it clear. Bastoni first to it. Barella. His 7th season now with his club Inter. Suddenly in a really good run of form going into the international break. It's going to be a fantastic race for the Scudetto again this season. Of the top 5 European leagues, you'd have to say Serie A, top end of it, has been the most unpredictable for a number of years now. Title continually changing hands. Napoli, the current holders, they'll have a fight on their hands this season. Milan have started the season strongly. Napoli, Inter, Juve, Roma all in the mix as well. Excellent start actually for Roma under Gasparini, with Claudio Ranieri moving upstairs over the summer after the great work he did in the second half of last season in the Eternal City. Flicked on by Esposito. Referee pulling the play back for an Italy free kick as we move into a minimum of 4 minutes added time. Mussolini onside before he played that nice pass to Retegui. Di Marco. Tonali. Barella. The reason it's 4 minutes at the end of this first half because of that, primarily because of that injury stoppage, which ultimately saw Moise Kean have to be replaced by Pio Esposito. Orsolini. Being held for a while there by Sommet. Did his best to try and wriggle away Orsolini. That's what you call getting tight to your man. A fairly dominant first half here from the Italians. They've had 74% of the possession, 2-goal lead which they seek to add to here. Never on target from Esposito, but have the pace of it to trouble Karl Hein. He'll be pretty happy, you would think, with this first half. He's given up the one opportunity at the other end, Italy. Roma out quickly. The encouraging start that he's had, Gattuso. He just seems to still be a coach mindful of the fact that there's a long way for this Italy side to come till they're at the level he ultimately wants them to be. There are many things to fix about the side. One thing he was critical of was the collective ability to sniff out danger in all areas of the pitch. I guess he was probably alluding there in part to the goals conceded in that 5-4 victory over Israel. I think he's also made the point as well that Italy's sides of the past, of course, were renowned for their defensive abilities. He just feels that maybe they're not quite as strong in that area as teams of the past, which is fair comment. There's no way Italian national sides of the past would have let Israel back into the game so late on in the way that Italy did in that last international. But they got the job done in the end, albeit with a very late winner from Tonali. But that there from Retegui underlines the work rate we've seen from this Italy side in this first half, and they will go in 2 goals up at half-time. Moise Kean with the opener inside 4 minutes. Shame he had to go off injured. Retegui saw a penalty saved by the impressive Karl Hayne, but soon after did get his goal, and Italy second. And at the break in Tallinn, it's Estonia 0, Italy 2. Wales up against Estonia in Tallinn, just ready to get back underway. Italy, as it stands, heading for a third win in a row under Gattuso. Estonia making a change at the start of the second half, shunning Larsen, the player who's going to be coming on here. He'll replace Palomets, who was one of two Estonian players booked in that first half. We're going to see Sinyavski forward coming on as well. Started on the left-hand side against Italy in the reverse fixture. He'll replace Salista. Sinyavski plays for Bohemians Prague in Czechia. Opportunity for him to impress in this second half as Italy try and make sure of the points. Very valuable points as well, particularly when you consider Israel, who've already been beaten heavily by Norway tonight. Italy's next game at home in Udine against Israel on Tuesday. By Bastoni. Italy's squad visited the new Museum of Calcio exhibit at their national team training ground at the beginning of this camp. Great exhibits there. Donnarumma said it was fantastic and gave him goosebumps. The players feel a lot of responsibility, so much great history behind them. A shirt that can weigh heavy, I guess, when you consider that history, as brings down Esposito. Some left foot that DiMarco has, will use here. Could it be Tonali? Let's see. Left by Tonali, taken by DiMarco. Mussolini with the shot. Lovely ball in, isn't it, by DiMarco? Into that sort of area where the goalkeeper didn't truly know whether to try and come for it or leave it. Shooting Larson, that's a good idea. Shane wasn't quite quick enough to get there, but pass was into a great area from Shooting Larson. Just kept in by Pateson. Calafiori. Barella. Raspadori. Siniavski. Sounds very well by Sama. Cam waiting in the middle. Shane on the edge of the box. Siniavski still going. A waste in the end. Enjoyed the first 5 minutes of this second half. We've seen more intent from Estonia. So even before kickoff, you'd have to say, have little to lose. Can still mathematically finish second, but it's a real long shot. All about the performance, really, for Jürgen Henn. Talked tonight about playing with spirit, being determined and unafraid was the way that he put it. Seeing a little bit more of that from Estonia start of this second half. Tonali, Raspadori, Di Lorenzo, Tonali, Calafiori, Barella, Retegui, about the new Calcio Museum at the Italian training headquarters. They were hoping to get Gattuso's boots from the 2006 World Cup. But his mum, who lives in Calabria, won't let anyone near them, so they've not been able to get them for the museum because she wants to keep them for herself, which of course is very much her right. Here's Esposito. Raspadori trying to burst through. Calafiori. Di Marco. Space here for Di Lorenzo. To Retegui. Guided out by, or is it? Nearly guided out by Siniavski. Eventually it requires the intervention of Karl Hein. He's worked hard up and down that left flank since coming on at half-time. Siniavski. Central. It's often has to play out wide by Jürgen Henn. Siniavski. Just too much on that for Kite to get to. The winning goal kite in the 3-2 victory over Moldova in March, the only win of this group phase for Estonia. Reminded his players at half-time, Gattuso, is the fact that they've got themselves in such a good position, 2-0 up, that not to squander it. Guilty of giving up leads, remember, against Israel before eventually coming out on top in that second half last month. Important from an Italian perspective not to allow Estonia back into this game. Chance of their own here. Retegui, Raspadori up with him. To have a go himself. Too far away. Retegui. Form he and Moise Can have been in for their country of late has been so impressive. It's 4 goals in his last 3 games now for Italy for Moise Can. Retegui with a brace against Estonia in the reverse fixture. He's got another against them tonight. Barella, Tonali, Raspadori. Oh, he's going to come here to Raspadori to make it 3. Great save that by Hayne. Wonderful goalkeeping. He really is some keeper, Karl Hayne. Great work under pressure by Barella, and the one-touch passing in the midfield area. Got a little bit lucky. It's a nice touch by Retegui. Had to improvise a bit. And Raspadori doesn't do a lot wrong. It's just a really good save that by Karl Hayne. Goalkeeper Hayne, one of only 3 players in this Estonia squad who are currently with a side playing in one of the top 5 European leagues. The other 2 actually are on the bench. They all play in the Bundesliga, all 3 of them. Metz, the captain, who's back available again for the first time in almost a year after a serious injury. Cristal is another player. The Bundesliga club is at Tallinn, although plays for their second team. Metz is at St. Pauli. This man here is at Werder Bremen. Although he wasn't in the team at the start of the season, has recently got in ahead of Mio Backhaus. Card here for Peitson, the 3rd Estonian player to go into the book along with Kusk and Palumets. Palumets went off at half-time. Having already made a couple of changes, going to see another one soon from Jürgen Henn. Tonali. Bastoni. Cross from Di Marco. Nicely worked here to Barella, and Orsolini was up and got right underneath that. Chances to get a 3-goal lead here, Italy, but not taking them. Gattuso looking to make some substitutions of his own. Gone in Tallinn. Of Italy's goals coming in that first half, might have been 3. Just had a penalty saved by Karl Hein. Nice bit of skill by Shane. Estonia will feel they've got a great chance to pick up points on Tuesday when they host Moldova, the side bottom of the section. Beat Moldova 3-2 in March's reverse fixture. Rocco Shane is the player down here. Fury, the attempted challenge on the Estonian midfielder. So Cambiaso and Spinazzola coming on here. Orsolini is one of those being taken off. Raspadori also being withdrawn. Cambiaso of Juventus and Spinazzola of Napoli. Change coming here as well. Centre forward Tam being taken off. Kusk removed as well. And it's a return here for the national team captain Karol Metz. Sappinen has been brought on as well. He is the top scorer in the Estonian top flight right now with 13 goals. 14 goals, I should say, for his club side so far this season. Flora, they are top of the league right now, level on points with Levadia. Good race for the title between those two. Kite, Somets, Siniavski. Estonia got it clear. Schilling Larsen won the header, but it will come here to Spinazzola. Tonali making the run beyond him. That's a lot of the Newcastle player. That playing for his country, last involved in November of 2024, has had terrible problems with injuries. This is his 101st cap tonight for Karol Metz. It's a feature for his club side in Germany, St. Pauli, in the Bundesliga yet this season. Just getting back to fitness. valuable minutes for him here. Head coach with his country, Jürgen Henn, saying how they've missed his leadership qualities in the time that he's not been available for his country. Esposito, who's being held by Metz. Tonali, Bastoni, Calafiori, as many of you will remember that serious injury that Spinazzola picked up while in great form with Italy at Euro 2020, which they went on to win. It's great to see him involved again with his country. Hope to go to another major tournament. He started the season well with Napoli. Tonali, Spinazzola, shot might be on here. Esposito's gone down, referee says no. Tonali. Di Marco. Really did worry about Di Marco as to whether he would have a hangover from the events of the Champions League final, where he struggled in a side that badly struggles, totally underwhelmed by their exceptionally high standards in that final. Inter. He's having a great season so far. This is a chance for Cambiaso. Di Marco. Tonali. Cambiaso. Esposito. A lovely back heel. Down. Biazzo with the challenge. With the crowd suggesting that might have been a yellow card for the Italy player, but still only Barella in the book for Italy. Sama will take it. All the way through. Happy with the delivery there, Jürgen Henn. A lot of numbers committed forward for that, the home side. Enjoyed that comment from Gattuso about his former Italian teammate Fabio Cannavaro, who's just been appointed Uzbekistan's new coach. They've already qualified for the World Cup. He said, I called Cannavaro and I told him how lucky he is. He put some cologne on, some gel in his hair, and he's already at the World Cup, while I'm here in the trenches. It still isn't going to be easy for Italy. I know their recent playoff history, it looks like it will be second place. It's very hard to see Norway being overhauled the form that they're in. Spinazzola. Shane. Some real hard workers in that Italian midfield with the likes of Tonali and Barella. Cover a lot of distance, the pair of them. So technically gifted as well. Kite. Schöning Larsen. Winnable of these two games that Estonia have this month was always going to be the home game with Moldova coming up on Tuesday. They have won their last 4 meetings with Moldova. Now you have to go back to 1998 for the last time they lost in that fixture. Won the reverse match in this qualification phase 3-2. Spinazzola looking to get in behind here. It's a great chance for another. What a challenge by Pateson. Last ditch. Stoney getting it quickly there. He's booked by Sedar Kuzabuik. Spinazzola had a real head start on Pateson there. Great determination to get back and put that challenge in. So Bastoni joins his inter-colleague Barella in the book. To try and counter here, Retegui. Di Marco, who's popped up on the right-hand side now. Italy 2 to the good here, and it's worth emphasising what a gulf there is between these two nations in terms of the world rankings anyway. Italy 10th, in between Croatia and Morocco. Estonia 129th, between Cyprus and Guinea-Bissau. Estonia's highest rank, 47th, that was 13 years ago now, in 2012. Spinazzola, Barella, nice ball back to Spinazzola. Oh, lovely finish! That's some Italy goal there, and what a special moment that is for Pio Esposito. His first senior goal for his country. That will mean the world to him. Exquisite move. And the finish wasn't bad either, you must say. Spinazzola involved, went for the return and got it. And look at that for a finish. Slicing across the ball. Quality goal from the Inter centre forward. Just 20 years old. And he recently scored his first Serie A goal. And there's one for his country. Love the joy on his face. And he first celebrated that goal. Left you in no doubt what it meant. And that should, barring a miracle bit now and from Estonia, be the points for Italy. On a night, remember, when Israel have been beaten 5-0 by Norway. Estonia looking to push forward though with Somets, Siniavski, Somets. Oh, dropped and in! Sappinen has got one back. Spilled by Donnarumma. And there's life left in Estonia, yeah, it would seem. What must be going through the captain's mind? It's a real gift that for Sappinen. Brought on in the second half, the centre forward. A fairly routine catch, really, for a goalkeeper of Donnarumma's quality. Now the player who is the top scorer in the first division in Estonia right now, Sappinen, has just got his 14th for his country. And they're on the scoreboard. Just under 2 minutes between those goals. The third for Italy. And the goal that's just given Estonia a glimmer, perhaps, of hope. Retegui and Barella being replaced here by Cristante and Fratesi. Cristante was left out of Gattuso's first squad, but back in now. Fratesi was something of a favourite under Spalletti and has seen less time under the new coach. The concession of the clean sheet will trouble Gattuso in light of some of the things that he said ahead of this game about Italy getting back to the highest of defensive standards, although it is just a momentary lapse in concentration perhaps from a fine goalkeeper. Cristante, Di Marco, Esposito. Good refereeing from Buick. Have to say I was surprised when he didn't start the game tonight, Sappinen. Starting to go with Alex Tam instead up front. Whilst it is a mistake from Donnarumma, centre forwards have to be there to make the most of it. It's a poacher's goal, isn't it, from Sappinen? Former Estonian Footballer of the Year in 2020. Esposito has, in the space of such a short space of time, scored his first Serie A goal, made his Serie A debut, his Champions League debut, and scored his first senior international goal. Having a season to remember, isn't he, a 20-year-old? An irony, isn't there, in the fact that only recently Guardiola, Donnarumma's new head coach at club level, was complimenting him on how he takes the pressure off the City team by coming and claiming crosses. And he would drop that right at the feet of Sappinen. 10 minutes to go here. Going to be brought on here for the closing stages. It will be a senior international debut as well. A player who plays in Greece with PAOK. Born in August 2005, the player about to be brought on. Shane comes off. That moment for Karel Mustema. His first appearance for his country. Another reason that goal, even if it proves to be a consolation, is important for Estonia, as they have gone 3 matches without one. Defeats to Italy and Norway and a goalless draw with Andorra. Only won 1 of their last 9 games. Piazzo wins the free kick. Reminding you that Italy's next game sees them host Israel in Udine on Tuesday. Estonia host bottom of the table Moldova. They can see this through tonight, Italy, as you would expect them to do. They are very well placed indeed now to go on and at least finish second. Booked here. That's why he's been booked, Cambiaso, just to have delayed the restart by kicking the ball away. Scocci. It's worth noting Italy's final game is at home to Norway, who beat them 3-0 in Oslo in the reverse fixture. Of course, Italy, if they were to overhaul Norway, need to win that one and to drop points as well. It's going to be difficult, hard to see the form that they're in. Haaland in particular is just in sensational goal-scoring form this season. It's rare that he isn't, but the numbers he's racking up again this year are on another planet, really. Schöning Larsen. It's great to think the prospect of seeing him at a World Cup, actually. Good ball by Metz. Played wide by Kites. That one gathered in by Donnarumma. Cristante. It's Roma side starting the season well. But that midfield that also includes the French international Kone. Really impressive player. Cambiaso is being held back there by Siniavski, who's going to be booked. Challenge certainly outside the box, but he couldn't leave it much longer, could he, before making the challenge there. Siniavski, desperate attempt to stop Cambiaso getting into the area. Hoping for a chance to get his second. Just over 2 minutes of the 90 left. DiMarco takes. Pushed away by Hain. Given against Cristante. It's really travelling that from DiMarco into that near post. Schöning Larsen. Sells. Siniavski. Fans and those of Fiorentina will be waiting on news after the game on the fitness of Moise Kean. Shame that he had to go up after scoring in the first half, because that's so needed by Fiorentina, who've got Milan San Siro after the international break. But it's worked so well with him and Retegui both starting. I think there were some who were a little sceptical, and they did both start games. to how that would work with essentially two centre-forwards on the pitch, but it has, to be fair to Gattuso. Whether he would necessarily do it against one of the real big hitter nations at a World Cup finals, I'm not so sure. Want another body in the midfield in that sort of circumstance, but against the opposition they've had in front of them of late, it has worked. A minimum of 3 minutes added time. We've seen the first of many senior international goals tonight for Pio Esposito, player who came on to replace the injured Moise Kean. Really enjoyed his finish, exquisitely taken, the cross in there from Spinazzola. Estonia will have cause for encouragement from the second half performance in particular. Certainly something to take into their game against Moldova on Tuesday. A game in which they will start as favourites. Spinazzola straight away had Pates on top of him. Siniavski. He's done well since coming on, Siniavski. With the pass. Stocci. Schilling Larsen. Tonali. Di Marco. And there is the full-time whistle. And it's 3 wins out of 3 for Gattuso in charge of Italy. Sappinen it was who got one back in the second half. Before that, Pio Esposito had scored his first senior international goal. Italy worthy winners in the end. Moise Kean on the score sheet, Retegui as well, all 3 of the forwards scoring for Gattuso's side. Another good performance from Tonali in the midfield. And Italy very well placed now to finish second at the very least. Full time in Tallinn, Estonia 1, Italy 3.